Yesterday, I received a notice card from the post office informing me that I have a parcel from Japan that arrived via the EMS, and I was supposed to go to the EMS office in the NAIA Road in Pasay City to claim it myself and to submit it to customs inspection. I went there. I picked today to go there. And this is the way to the EMS. EMS is actually short for International Express Mail Service. It is a service that is operated by the Philippine Post Office. So it is a sub service of the post office. And this is the way going there. And this long stretch of mural is kind of nice, but there are elements in this scene that are not part of the mural but are not very nice to look at, like the garbage and the pilings from the construction sites and bridges that are not very well maintained, and illegal settlers and people who are cluttering the sidewalk with all kinds of stuff. Um, this is the reality of Metro Manila, and this is the reality of my country. And I don't vlog often, but whenever I do, I don't romanticize anything and I don't prettify anything. I just show things as they are because that's the reality that I live in, and I would like to share it with you. All of my videos, in fact, have that kind of candor. I have always made it a point to be authentic in all of my videos in my YouTube channel, and I think people can appreciate that. So, the EMS office of the post office is along NAIA Road. I mentioned that before. NAIA stands for the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. So that's why as we go closer to our destination, we can start seeing a bunch of flying schools and aviation offices. This is not yet NAIA Road, but we're already on our way there. This is actually the junction that leads to the NAIA Road. And there is a rotunda to our left, which the camera didn't catch. We call it a rotunda, but in other countries they call it a roundabout. So there's a gasoline station there, and along this stretch of the NAIA, there are a bunch of restaurants and some small travelers' inns or travelers' lodges because it's very close to the airport, and there are ticketing offices of some airlines. The establishments here cater to travelers, and part of the reason why I'm also making this video, aside from showing you the road that we have to travel to get to the EMS office, is that some of you might have to claim a parcel at the EMS office. So the process that I have undergone is also a similar process that you will have to undergo. If you can notice, as we get closer and closer to our destination, there's more and more offices for cargo, like cargo services and logistics, because this is the right neighborhood for that. And it's pretty interesting to see exactly how many cargo companies are actually here. I only really know UPS and LBC, DHL and FedEx and JRS Express, and To Go, and Send also. But aside from that, that's all I know. But looking at all of these offices along NAIA Road, I realized that we do have more than I thought. So we're already here at the EMS office of the post office, and this is their compound. There's ample parking, and there is a PhilPost EMS delivery. There's EMS at the door of the vehicle and PhilPost on the side of the vehicle. I had to get down from my Uber. I took an Uber getting here, and this is the Central Mail Exchange Center. We call it CMEC, and this is the center which releases all EMS incoming mail that came into the Philippines. And this is my notice card. I'm already inside the waiting room of the CMEC. I went straight to window one where this gentleman took my notice card and my ID and then gave me a queue number. I'm number 45, and I sat down and waited and waited. I actually brought a book with me because I wanted to read while I waited if the wait got to be too long. But as it turns out, I didn't really have to wait very, very long, and I actually found it quite amazing that with this much people in the CMAC office, the personnel there was able to manage everything and nobody had to wait overly long. This is the window where the customs officers or the customs personnel opened your parcels right in front of you. And that's um, a step in the process that we all have to follow. And window two would be the cashier. That's where we pay our taxes if the customs officers decide that we need to pay taxes for the incoming parcel or just the customs inspection fee. And after a while, it was already my turn. I got called to window two by a lady in yellow, and she took my ID. She already had my notice card, which was probably given to her by the gentleman from window one, and she took down some of my identification details onto the notice card. And then after a few more minutes of wait, there was my Hobonichi box, and the man in yellow was actually an employee of the Bureau of Customs. So he took one of the copies of the shipping labels because that's where the price was indicated and what the items were inside the box. And the man beside him, the one in blue, asked me what was in the box, if there was a laptop in there. I said no, it was just notebook covers from Hobonichi. So at that point, I was trying to tell the man in yellow where to cut, but it seems like he already knows where to cut, and he wasn't destructive at all. So I actually really appreciated that. He didn't ruin the shipping label at all, and he didn't, you know, disfigured the entire pack. And there he is trying to take out the box from inside of the white sort of bag. And there is my first look at my Hobonichi box for 2018. And then he just, flipped the cover open and then saw that it was really just a bunch of notebook covers. And then the man in blue glanced at it and he said, okay, we can release that. You just have to pay the customs inspection fee. So I waited a few more minutes, did a little bit more people watching, and then after a while, I was called to window two again, but this time by the man in orange, and I paid him my customs inspection fee, which was 112 pesos, and he wrote me a receipt for it. And then I was made to wait for the parcel to be released to me. There's my receipt for the customs inspection fee. And that small white box over there that's on top of the two large brown boxes, that's really my Hobonichi box, which the guy in yellow has resealed with a post office customs tape. And I just wanted to just reach out and take it, but I can't. I have to wait for it to be officially released to me, and then it was released to me, and then there is my Hobonichi box taped back together, and I was so excited to go back to the office with it. But turns out I can't just walk out. At the exit, I was told to report to this security table right here where a security guard logs all outgoing parcels, meaning parcels that have already been released. They have to check that it really, really is the correct tracking number, just in case the people at customs made a mistake and nobody was able to catch it. So after this guy with the two brown boxes, it was my turn, and the guard really just logged in the tracking details and checked that I have paid my customs fees. And he also took my notice card and then said I can go. And so I went with my Hobonichi box, and it was about 10:30 in the morning already, and the sun was high and bright, which is amazing because just a couple of days ago, work was suspended all over Metro Manila because there was a lot of flooding um, brought by the heavy rains. And today, it looks like the heavy rains and the floods never happened. So these are the Philpost delivery vehicles that are going around, and this is a part of, I don't know what that is. I have no idea. But anyway, this was the process that I went through to claim my Hobonichi notebook covers from the 2018 Hobonichi store. And now I'm back in yet another Uber, and I am going to arrive at the office in about 10 minutes. I hope this video was able to help you in figuring out what steps you have to go through if you have to claim a parcel from the EMS office. And all Hobonichi orders are shipped via EMS, and some are delivered straight to your address and some have to be claimed at the EMS. And if you have to claim it in person at the EMS office, this is the process that you have to go through. I'm going to be unboxing my Hobonichi covers from the 2018 store in the next video, so please make sure to catch that one. Thanks for watching. Bye!